Let me tell you something that might make you a little uncomfortable as a coach. You are probably sitting on $50,000 to $200,000 worth of knowledge. And right now, it's making you $0 while you sleep. Let that sink in for a second. Because if you're a coach, a therapist, a consultant, healer, trainer, mentor, whatever you call yourself, you are literally walking around with income producing assets inside your brain. But most coaches never package them. And the crazy part, the digital product market is expected to reach over $480 billion in the next years. Not millions, billions. And guess who's creating most of those digital products? Not giant corporations, regular people with expertise, coaches, experts, creators, people just like you. So today I'm going to show you something that might completely change how you see your business. I am going to walk you through 10 digital assets you could create this weekend. Not next year, not when you feel ready, this weekend. And if you stay with me until the end, I'm also going to show you the one digital asset that converts strangers into high ticket clients the fastest. And hardly anyone talks about this. Before we dive in, quick question for you. How many times this week did someone ask you for advice? Maybe a client, maybe a friend, maybe someone saying, "Hey, can I pick your brain for a minute?" Yeah, coaches hear that sentence about 50 times a week. Now imagine if every time someone said that, you could say, "Actually, I created something that will walk you through that," and send them the link. That's what a digital asset does. It turns your knowledge into something that can help hundreds of people at once. And get this, a study from Podia found that creators who sell a small digital product under $100 are growing revenue faster than those who only sell big courses. Why? Because people want quick solutions, fast wins, simple answers. So let's talk about the 10 digital assets coaches can create this weekend. And as you hear these, I want you to ask yourself, which one of these could I create the fastest? Digital asset number one, the quick start guide. This is one of the easiest digital assets on the planet. Think about it like a shortcut blueprint. Some examples: 7 steps to reset your gut health, the Breakup Recovery Starter Guide, the Busy Mom Fitness Blueprint. One nutrition coach I know created a 12-page digital guide. She sold it for $27, and within 2 months, it generated $7,200. Not because it was complicated, but because it was clear. Digital asset number two, the 60-minute workshop. This one is powerful. You teach one transformation, just one. Example: how to stop overthinking in 30 days. A mindset coach ran a $47 workshop and she sold 120 seats. That's over $5,000 in a single night. And the best part, she recorded it once and now it sells every week. Digital asset number three, the framework method. People love frameworks because they simplify big problems. Example: 3-step confidence method, or the 5-phase fertility reset. This is actually how many 6-figure coaching programs start. They begin with a simple framework. Digital asset number four, the challenge. Challenges convert like crazy because people love momentum. Some examples are a 5-day anxiety reset, a 7-day money mindset reset. I held one of those. A 3-day relationship reboot. One relationship coach ran a $27 challenge. It brought in 400 women. And guess what happened next? She signed 14 coaching clients. That's the power of digital assets. They build trust fast. Digital asset number five, the toolkit. Toolkits are insanely valuable because people don't just want information. They want tools they can use immediately. Some examples are scripts, templates, checklists, worksheets. A business coach created a DM script toolkit for coaches. It made $18,000 in the first 90 days. Digital asset number six, the audio training. Now, this one is underrated. People love listening while they drive, walk, clean. So, some examples: the morning confidence reset audio, or the guided stress release, or daily manifestation ritual. A spiritual coach in our community created a $19 audio training, and it sells every single day. Digital asset number 7, the digital planner. If you are a coach that teaches organization, productivity, or wellness, digital planners sell extremely well. Examples: the self love planner, or the 90-day life reset planner, or the weekly energy alignment planner. These are simple, but they deliver structure. Digital asset number 8, the mini course. Now, listen carefully. I'm not talking about a huge course. I'm talking about one tiny course with a tiny result. Something like how to stop emotional eating. 3 videos, that's it. One health coach did this and she made $32,000 in her first launch. Digital asset number 9, the swipe file. People love shortcuts. Examples: conversation, text message scripts, coaching intake questions, dating conversation starters. One dating coach sold a text messages that spark attraction swipe file. Thousands of women bought it because it solved a very specific problem. Digital asset number 10. I'm glad you're still here. This is the method. This is the one that builds authority. You take what you teach and you give it a name, a process, a system. For example, I teach something called the expertise to asset map because most women already have the expertise. They just haven't turned it into an asset yet. When you create a method, people remember it, they talk about it, and it becomes the foundation of everything you build. Now, I want to ask you something important. What problem do you solve so often that you could explain it in 30 minutes or less? Because that right there, that is your first digital asset. And here's the truth: most coaches don't realize you don't need 10,000 followers, you don't need fancy software or months of preparation. You need clarity. Clarity about the problem you solve, clarity about the results you deliver, and clarity about the transformation you create. Once you have that, digital assets become inevitable. And the most exciting part: the digital asset often leads to another. A guide becomes a workshop becomes a course becomes a program becomes an ecosystem. This is how coaches move from time for money income to asset based income. Now, if this video got your brain spinning with ideas, you're going to love the next video because in that video, I'm going to show you how to create your first digital asset in 60 minutes. Yes, 1 hour, no tech overwhelm, no complicated platforms, just a simple process to turn your expertise into something real. So click on the next video right here and let's build your very first income producing asset. I will see you there.